Can I tell you something true? Most aren't talking about it, but that doesn't make it any less true. So I'm going to share it today. I think most of us believe that great CEOs are born instead of developed or trained. Um, that successful founders just know how to do this, that they show up with this innate ability to manage operations, to lead teams, to make perfect decisions. And then when things start going wrong in your business, especially around operations, which is around the detailed stuff that most CEOs don't enjoy and never wanted to dive into in the first place, the shame shows up. It's that quiet voice that says, everyone else has this figured out. What's wrong with me? And here's what we do with that shame. We hide it. We don't admit it to each other. We put on the CEO mask. We know our salaried friends and neighbors wouldn't understand what we're dealing with. So we definitely don't talk about it with them. And we usually don't talk about it with business colleagues because we don't want them to know that we're struggling. So we pretend that we have it all together because, frankly, we think we're the only one struggling. But here's what I've learned after working with hundreds of indispensable CEOs. You're not alone in this. You're not the only one. Everyone is carrying the same secret shame. Everyone is wondering if they're doing it wrong. Everyone is exhausted by the operational details they never wanted to manage in the first place. And the silence, the not talking about it, that's what contributes, that's what makes it more unbearable for us. It's funny, I think that's why our group program has been so powerful, because when you hear colleagues, smart, successful people that you respect, talking about the exact same things you've been experiencing, it's very humanizing. It makes the struggle less personal and more about the great game of business. It means there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing deficient about the way you CEO or run your company. It just means that what we do is challenging and hard. And guess what? It was never meant to be solved alone. Because here's what happens when we try to carry it alone. The stress doesn't stay at work. The decision fatigue doesn't stop when you walk through the front door at home. The anxiety about what's breaking, what's not working, who's going to quit, it bleeds into everything. Your relationships, your health, whether that's physical, mental, or emotional, your presence with the kids, your ability to sleep through the night. And there's no way for an entrepreneur, a true entrepreneur, to stop thinking about work when they come home, which means the problems you're carrying alone at work are affecting every part of your life. Your marriage, your parenting, your body, your peace of mind. And you're asking yourself the quiet question, and I know, again, because I am you, how long can I keep this up? So here's what I want you to know. Business isn't meant to be a solo endurance sport. Business is about interconnectedness. It's supporting each other, cheering each other on, sharing each other's burdens, celebrating the wins together. So if you don't already have a mentor or an advisor or a peer group in your corner, I want you to know you're missing out. Not because you're weak, not because you're failing, because you're human. And humans weren't built to carry everything alone. You're allowed to grow and change and evolve, even in your business role. We all have layers and angles and different seasons. And maybe the life you built doesn't quite fit anymore. Maybe the business you built feels too small or too consuming, and that can feel really disorienting. But it's also a very powerful place of reorienting, of evolution, of becoming who you're meant to be next. Asking for help isn't exposing your inadequacies. It's opening to become more present, more free, more yourself in business and in life. So if you're carrying the weight alone, the weight of your business right now, and if you're wondering how long you can keep this up, if you're feeling the shame of, I should have had this figured out by now, please just know you're not alone and you don't have to do this by yourself. Reach out, find your people, ask for help, because the business Your building deserves it. And frankly, so do you. I'll talk to you soon.